Hello, everybody out there. Thank you so very much for joining us for another episode of Please Advise. We're up to episode 8.
Okay.
I know, right? Here sitting to my right is a very, very lovely young woman, Tanika, to a lot of folks. But to me, I call her BM2. We've definitely known each other a very long time. She's
8 years.
8 years, exactly, right. I think I met her I met her and Mr. right at the same time. Well, I met him before, but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, we basically met at the exact same time. And she's been in my life ever since. Always been a wonderful source of inspiration. I've had certain times where I've had to come to her and ask her a couple of questions, and she's always giving me, flat out advice. She doesn't sugarcoat, just like I don't sugarcoat.
No.
And that's just what it is. I love her to death. I really, really do.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to Please Advise. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. No, it's a pleasure.
Yes.
So to start the show off, as I do with all my other guests, I like to ask a question. Kind of describe to everybody kind of how we first met, and then also give your first impression of me. Okay. I don't know if I've asked you your first impression. I know we had a lot of talks about how we first met, but I don't know if I ever asked you.
My first impression when I met you, he was very hungry. I was in my house eating up everything. Oh, he was very hungry. That was my first impression when I met him. Very hungry. Chips, all that. He wanted it all.
I do eat.
And he's still the same size when I first met him. But he would eat everything.
I eat every single place I go. So listen, if you invite me over to your house and it's some food there,
he's eating.
I'm eating. Yes. I'm eating. Without a doubt. Yes. Not your first impression was I'm hungry. I am dead. but that goes hand in hand with the story. So go ahead and tell them the exact story of how we met.
When I first met Nook, I stayed downtown on Malafi. He came over. He was a real nice guy. We jammed, had real fun. We vibed. Our vibe was real good. So I loved him ever since then. And that was in 2013. 2013. Ooh, Lord, that's a long time, y'all. See what I'm saying? Long time. But when I first met him, he walked in like a nice gentleman or whatever, but he turned out to be hungry. We was in there cooking, having fun, but he was very blunt, wasn't shy, nothing. Whatever he had to say, he said it, baby. And that was that.
And I did want some of that chicken.
Yes.
I absolutely did. Oh, it looked so good.
He was like, oh, can I have some of that chicken? Yeah. Y'all don't mind if I have some? Baby, get you some. Baby, he got some. Yes. He got some.
Listen, I'm telling you, everywhere I go, if it's some food there, I'm going to eat. It don't matter. And if it's not no food there, I'm probably going to be looking around like...
He is. He's looking around.
So you're not going to feed us?
Y'all ain't cooking. What's on the menu? Y'all ain't cooking? Oh, can I have some of that right there? Right. Oh, these ain't the kids, is it? Can I have some of that? Yes. Very outspoken. Yes.
I mean, and it's just me. I've learned to, hey, it is what it is. You're going to like it or you're not going to like it, And I'm just me. But thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. So today, our topic is going to be dealing with different situations that you might encounter with different coworkers.
Okay.
And the reason why I chose you for this topic, one, I definitely wanted to have you on the show. But for two, is because we worked together a couple of times.
Okay.
And, although I have never seen you in any of these situations, I feel like all of the situations that I've seen you in, you kind of handle gracefully and, come out unscathed. So
okay.
I definitely wanted your opinion, on some of these situations that our, viewers sent in on.
Let's go.
Let's go then. Okay, the first one. All right. This person writes, I just started a new job and it seems like nobody's being very helpful or cooperative. Do you have any advice on starting new jobs and how to introduce yourself to coworkers and being integrated into the team?
Okay, first of all, when starting a new job, everybody call you the new person. Mm-hmm. No, that is not my name. I'm going to walk up to you and say, hey, how you doing? My name is Tanika.
There you
I'm
go.
not the new person. You got to
Exert yourself.
You gotta go out and put yourself out there at a new job anyway. Because
there you go.
Some people don't like newcomers coming onto a job because they've been there for so many years. They don't want you to take over their spot. I'm not here to take over your spot. I'm here to work just like you working.
Just like you.
You started off just like I did. So
right. So that's what I never understood when you come into a new job. Why do people put up like that wall? Like, I'm not coming for your job.
I'm not coming for your job. No.
Like, it was an opening online.
Yes.
And I applied. You still here and I'm still here. We can coexist.
Yes.
Like, I never understood that. But yes, that's a perfect piece of advice. Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yes.
Put yourself out there, let people know who you are. And that lets people know what type of personality you got off the bat. Listen, I have a name.
Cause I don't want to be called the new person at a job. Like I just started a new job too, and that's what they always say: the new girl, the new. No, my name is Hi. How you doing? My name is Tanika.
Nice to meet you, Tanika.
Name? That's it. That's all you gotta do. And keep it going.
And keep it going.
Yes.
So our best piece of advice on there: introduce yourself, put yourself out there, let people know who you are. That's probably the best way anyway, especially when starting somewhere new. You definitely want the supervisors to be able to kind of distinguish who you are versus, who everybody else is. You don't want to just blend in with the crowd that's already there anyway. So by setting yourself apart like that, that'll definitely let them know, hey, this person, got some little assertiveness about themselves.
Yes. Got good confidence, all that.
Exactly, confidence.
Yes.
Great.
So next.
Let's keep going. All right, question 2. A new guy recently started working at my job, and we've been kind of flirting back and forth. He recently asked me out on a date, and it went horrible. They said, now there's this awkwardness in the office. Do you have any advice on how to ease the tension so that it does not affect our work?
Okay, rule number 1. You do not date anyone at your job.
I agree.
That's rule number 1.
I agree.
Rule number 2, you shouldn't agree to even go on a date with him. So not everything is gonna be awkward.
I agree.
So y'all at work feeling uncomfortable because either y'all probably slept with each other or y'all didn't, and everything is feeling
because
bad.
They was real vague. They didn't say what was horrible. They didn't say if the dinner was horrible or if the conversation was horrible. Or,
so what was horrible?
Or if if it didn't.
Something happened. So whatever happened, it shouldn't have happened. That's your coworker. Who goes on a date with their coworker? Like, you do not. That's not what you do at a job. I don't think you do either. I definitely. I mean, I honestly feel like it's okay to do a little flirt. Like, everybody got, a work wife or a work husband or, somebody that they may, wink their eye at here and there in passing. Yes.
But never should it get to a point where y'all actually feeling each other.
Or exchanging numbers and
I feel like that's
dates.
too much.
No.
Definitely not on dates.
No.
Definitely not on dates. I feel like when you go to work, you are your work self.
Exactly.
And when you at home, you your home self. And sometimes it's not so much that your work self and home self are different people. It's just that y'all display different, traits. Like, when you're at work, you might, speak, more properly. You kind of handle yourself with a, more cleaned up demeanor. Whereas when you get off work, you relax, you yourself, you at home. You relax and you let all those guards down. You back to normal. Exactly. So, and sometimes people will see your work self, and that's the person that they will like.
Exactly.
And then once they get to meet this home person, it's like,
this home person is ghetto. Like,
who is this?
This ain't Tanika I know at work, but now on the streets, she's ghetto. Like, yes, it's gonna go that way. So y'all weren't supposed to date, no way. And try to do nothing on the outside.
None of that. No. What I will say is, if you do get together with another coworker, make it a group thing.
And it's supposed to be as friends, as not trying to date.
That's the key word, as friends. As friends,
not trying to date. Because it's okay for me to meet you at a job and we come and we hang out with each other or go on a little lunch date or whatever, but not to date.
I wouldn't even say date. I would just say we went to lunch.
Yeah. Not to date.
Definitely not to date.
Lunch is just, okay, we two co-workers, hey, you want to hang out? Let's go eat, whatever.
Exactly.
But to go on a lunch date, no. That's not what happened.
And
that's rule number 1.
Date. And I feel like y'all should only see each other during working hours.
That's it.
Clearly. Because if you go to a lunch date, we go to lunch at 12 to 1. That's all we see each other. And at 5 o'clock, bye.
Okay.
And I'll see you tomorrow. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I don't believe in making deep friends at work or none of that.
I didn't come to this job to make no friends.
Who does?
I came to work.
And give that check.
So they was wrong for that one anyway.
I do feel like that was a little
too. That was too much.
Quite friendly. Quite friendly.
Yes.
But again, you do want to put yourself out there and be friendly, but you don't want to take it to that next level, especially not with a coworker. Not with a coworker.
Yes.
Not with a coworker. So, but as far as easing the tension, I mean, y'all gonna have to have a conversation.
You can ease the tension because somebody don't like somebody. So how can you ease the tension? It's awkward.
It is awkward.
So now both of y'all walking past each other, not speaking. It's no good mornings no more. No, by your name no more.
Yeah, it ain't no brushing up and checking each other in the copy room, you know, because it's something there.
The tension is real bad. The vibe is bad.
The vibe. That's what it is.
The vibe.
I don't know. I mean, but y'all definitely gonna have to have a conversation. Again, especially if y'all work on the same team and y'all have to collaborate with each other. You definitely gonna have to have a conversation, at least to get it out in the air. Now, how they take it is how they take it. But at least get your truth out in the air and let it be that. That would be my advice.
Yes.
But definitely have that conversation, because otherwise it will always be tension, and then it'll end up popping off when it's not supposed to. When you in a meeting with somebody, when you having a conversation.
You go losing your job after being there 12, 15 years because of you want to go on a date.
Because you want to go.
Because you want to go on a date with your coworker. You don't do it. Rule number 1, baby. Don't do it. Don't even do it.
Do not do it. Do not do it. All right, so question number 3. All right, so this person writes, me and a good friend of mine work at the same place. We do the same job, but work on different teams. There is a new opening for a supervisor in our department, and we both applied. So they say we are both on final rounds of interviews. My question is, if I get the position, how do I deal with this person says, quote unquote, guilt of being selected over them, or vice versa?
It's not no guilt.
I don't feel like it's no guilt.
It's not no guilt because we both applied for it.
We did.
So it doesn't matter. We should, as friends, we should be happy for each other.
There you go.
So I mean, we both sat down and had this conversation. Okay, Tim, I'm gonna apply for this position. Okay,
right.
Tanika, I'm gonna apply for this position. So that it is what it is. So if we both apply for it and one of us gets selected, we should both be happy for each other.
I agree.
Regardless.
I agree.
Of it. So you shouldn't. It's no bad in that.
I don't feel no guilt either. Now, if you, because they say if you look, well, you didn't see when they wrote it in, but you see on this coin, they have guilt. So that means when I hear guilt, that means that you did something that you may not be proud of. So
that means you told on your friend or something, so she couldn't get the job.
Or you throwing salt.
That's not your friend then, because
they said them and a good friend.
So was y'all friends before y'all started working at this job?
Or y'all you work friends?
Or y'all was friends when y'all worked at the job, and that's how y'all became close?
I do feel like we need some more details.
That part, because I don't get it to where why
I don't get
feel
the guilt. I don't get the guilt. I don't. I feel like if me and you worked at the same place and you said, hey, they got a supervisor, we would probably tell each other like, hey, did you see the supervisor opening?
It's up on the board.
Yeah, and we finna apply. And it is what it is. Like I would never feel guilt if I got picked and you didn't. And I don't think you would feel guilt, because for what?
It's no point in that.
It's no point. It's not either of your decisions who gets picked. It's not like, they ask you, hey, should I pick them, or
or should I pick you?
Right. Like, I mean, now what they are going to ask is what sets you apart from other, candidates. Now, at that point, you may, highlight yourself.
You have to sell yourself. So, what's wrong with that?
Exactly.
If I sold myself and you sold yourself and they like the way I sold myself a little better, then that's your problem. That's not my problem. So I came here for a job. So I came here for a job, and my job was to sell myself and to move up. I started off at probably 8 or 1, whatever. I'm trying to move up in the business. So if I did that and we are friends, shouldn't nothing be wrong with that.
I agree.
But I'm not going to feel guilty if I got it, or I'm not going to feel guilty if she got it, or be jealous if you got it.
Right. Why?
Because
we
both trying to sell ourselves. We both trying to get higher in this company.
And I feel like if my friend is the manager, I'm not saying that it's gonna be favoritism, but what I am saying is that when it comes times for another promotion,
I should be able to get that because my friend the manager now.
Clearly, and they can put in good word for me,
quote unquote. What you mean? Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Yes. Exactly. So yeah, I don't understand where the guilt come from. I want to ask you to write back in and tell me like what is this guilt? But you definitely shouldn't feel guilt, and they shouldn't feel guilt. Whoever gets the position, the other ones should be, jumping over joy for them. Like I said, if it was, me and BM2, I forgot to tell them my nickname. So after a while, every time I meet somebody, after a while, I do kind of dub them with a nickname. So like when you met my other gift, she was Piggy Thick Ass. So BM2, BM2.
Baby daddy number 2.
Yes, absolutely. All day. We don't got no kids together, but she did have a child while I knew her. So I feel like,
he's the baby father. He's the father.
Now also, full disclosure, I'm a deadbeat. I'll send a little couple of dollars here and there on birthdays and special occasions, but day to day,
he ain't having it.
But yeah, back to the advice at hand. What was we at? Yes, there should be no guilt. If they get it, you should be happy for them. You should exclaim, y'all should celebrate, and it should be good to go. If you get it, I feel like they should be just as happy for you.
Yes.
I don't understand where the guilt comes in.
So we're supposed to be happy for each other.
Yes, quotation.
Yes, we're supposed to be happy for each other. Like, why not be happy for each other? Now, I see if it was somebody else that got it and we didn't get it. Now we both gonna sit there and be mad like, one of us should have got that position. Clearly,
and we gonna talk shit about them who got it because that's what friends do.
That part,
but never about each other.
No,
never about each other.
I'm happy, friend, you got that position because I'm coming up next.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's your friend, goddamn right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what they looking for.
Yeah.
This is what they asked me. This is what I did to do this and do that.
And maybe you had one more call off than I had.
Exactly. So, it could have been just that simple. Again, it's neither of your decision who gets the job. So there shouldn't be any guilt over the decision. That's how I feel about it.
Period. But I need more answers and more.
It is a couple questions.
The jealousy, the guilt. Like, what was the guilt?
What was the guilt? Like, and they specifically said, if I get the position, how do I deal with the guilt? Or vice versa. So you mean that person would feel guilt too? Like, how can you assume?
Where the guilt coming from, though? If we are friends, it shouldn't be no guilt. Because if we friends, where's the guilt coming from?
Where's the guilt?
It's like apply for this full-time supervisor position. So where's the guilt coming from? The guilt? Like, I don't get it.
Again, or are you throwing salt? Or do you have a guilty conscience? Listen, please advise, this is a no judge zone. If you threw salt on your friend, you threw salt on your friend.
Just say it.
And own it.
Just say it.
Just say, listen, I wanted the job, so I threw salt on my friend.
She called off more than I called off. She ain't never on time all day. Just say that this is what you did.
And let it be that.
That's it.
Because again, that's all. Again, I won't judge you. Because again, I am a big fan of being a supervisor, so I understand, hey, you want to be in charge. You feel like your friend probably wouldn't have been as good a supervisor as you. But again, that goes back to how good a friend y'all are, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But to sum it all up, there should be no guilt. All right. So, and then this is the last one. Now, this one kind of long. I had to put it on 2 core. All right, so, and I think this is a really, really good one. I think this one will invoke a good conversation.
Okay.
So this person writes in, me and my boyfriend work at the same place. We work on different sides of the building and do different jobs. So we hardly see each other doing work except on breaks. I am a supervisor, but I'm not in charge of him in any way. She goes on to say, he or she, because I let it be anonymous. I don't know if it's a she or he. We always agree to keep work life and home life separate. Nobody knows we go together but 2 people who haven't told anyone as far as I know. They go on to say, lately I've been hearing a rumor that he is not performing well. She also says they say he might even be getting fired soon. So my question is, should I tell him about the rumor directly, or should I maybe suggest some things that he could do better? Or should I speak to his supervisor and maybe pull some strings? I don't want to get, I'm sorry, I don't want him to get fired, but I also don't want to ever step any boundaries. Please advise. I'm gonna set this right here. Because that's a lot to unpack.
It's a lot to unpack, but okay, rule this, okay? Yes, you and your man, woman, whichever one it is, working together.
Mm-hmm.
No, you do not go to the supervisor. That's rule number one.
I think that's the worst. That's the worst.
Because for one, why am I going to my supervisor talking about you?
That does
so
raise questions.
If you say, don't nobody know that y'all go together but two people, that means the supervisor don't know. Correct. So why am I going to the supervisor even talking about you? So you need to, that's the boundaries. You need to stand and step off.
That's definitely a boundary.
Like you need to step off of that.
Don't speak to his supervisor.
No,
do not
you don't have nothing to do with that.
I agree.
What you need to do is talk to your mate, whichever one it is, and you can tell your mate, look, babe, they about to fire you because you're not sweeping the trash up all the way, or you're not coming in with your calls all the way. You're not answering the phone too much. So that's something you can talk to your mate about. It's on how your mate take it and run with it. But no, you do not go to no supervisor.
No, don't.
And yes, you do talk to your mate because y'all not with each other on the job, but you is hearing the rumors and all that. So you gotta talk to him. It's something. Can you hold it in and not talk to him and then he get fired?
I was just gonna say,
she get fired?
If they get fired, then what
you
does
knew
that
about
leave
it.
you? Like, you knew that. Now that's guilt.
Yeah, that's. Y'all gotta get right there because I knew you was getting fired and you come home, babe, I just got fired today. Oh, why?
Right, like what?
You knew. You knew I was getting fired because somebody told you I was getting fired. So yes, that's guilt, but at the same time, I feel like he or she should talk to their mate.
Correct.
And tell their mate, you need to either step your game up, you need to stop doing what you're doing, babe, you need to stop either calling off or being late from your breaks or whatever you're doing wrong. Because
or make you a new profile on Indeed or LinkedIn or,
find you another job or something.
Line up some options, bro.
You fired. If not, but going to the supervisor,
no, definitely don't go to the supervisor.
You stepping over your boundaries by doing that.
That is not only are you overstepping the boundaries of y'all, relationship, because like you said, y'all don't discuss work at home or, y'all keep it separate. So keep that separate. Whether you know information, you may know it, but it is absolutely not your place to go to the supervisor.
Because now the supervisor's gonna look at me like, oh, why is Tanika coming to me about Tim?
Clearly, because I would be like, well, how do you know? Not even
y'all dating, know each other?
Yeah, like how do y'all know each other?
Or they brothers and sisters? That already can't be in the workplace anyway.
Correct.
At the same schedule, time anyway. So a person will look at you different on even coming to your supervisor on saying that because that's not your place.
It's definitely
like I cannot come to my supervisor and say, oh, so what's going on with Tim? So y'all talking about firing him? I heard the rumor is. They gonna look at me like.
And not only that, it makes you.
It's not your place.
And it makes you look bad because you listening to rumors, and not only are you listening to those rumors,
you coming to me with them. Who are you? You just said you don't work on this side. So if you don't work on this side, why are you even over here talking about Tim? They don't have nothing to do with you.
I agree. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
Stay in your lane, baby.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
That's the best.
But when y'all cuddling and y'all pillow talking, and I need you to ease that in there.
Yeah.
Because he needs to know that.
Yeah. He got to know that because you hearing it. He not hearing it because if he was hearing it, he'd have counted you and said, babe, so they talking about firing me because I ain't make my quote unquote. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. I ain't take the trash out. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. So he's gonna feel some type of way if he come to you and talk to you about it. So by you hearing it, you should go to your mate and talk to your mate and tell your mate.
The communication should definitely start at home. Definitely
it's something that you're doing wrong because these two people that do know that we date, one of them had to come and tell you because
I agree. Because why else would they? Why else would they? You? That part.
So it had to be from them too to come and tell you about this person because don't nobody else know that I'm even no kin to Tim or I'm dating Tim.
Right. So how did it even come up?
Right. So either these two people came and told you that something is going on.
I'm gonna start needing to take calls because because we always have follow-up questions. Listen, I want to go ahead and put that out there. Season 2, because season 1 is already in its bubble. Season 2, if y'all want to start calling in with these questions directly and have us answer them live, let me know what y'all.
Yes.
Let me know. I'm absolutely open to that. It's 2021. I'm sure we have the technology. We can make it work.
It's a phone. You got a phone right there. Call in, baby.
Clearly, we can make it work. We can make that work. But okay. So, but back to this though. Yeah, talk to him. Talk to them at home. I would say even bring it up when y'all doing something that's not even work related. That way you won't feel like it's building up to it. You know, like say if I had to talk to you about Mr. and say, you know, you came to me with an issue about Mr. And then all of a sudden I tell you about my issue. Like that compounds both of our issue, because now I'm feeling what you feeling of what you gave me, and now you feeling what I'm giving you, and now it's becoming a whole bigger thing. So I would say probably discuss it while y'all, you know, out to dinner, or while y'all, like that's what me and Mr. do. When we talk about, sometimes when we talk about important stuff, we always talk about it when we not already built up on it. Okay. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we'll be out and we'll be having drinks, and then he'll just bring up something that, you know, we had talked about before and maybe, you know, want to circle back to. And that works because, again, my mind ain't on it. I haven't been dwelling on it the past 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
But okay, I feel like if they working together, I feel like this. They ride to work together and they ride home together.
We don't know.
So, I mean, we don't know that. Don't know that. But by
if they work
your question and you saying that,
yeah,
y'all work together. So
we can assume that.
I'm assuming that they work together
because they say
the same hours.
They see each other on breaks. So yes.
So that means y'all work the same hours if y'all see each other on breaks. So I feel like on the ride home, you should be able to talk to your
that is a great time.
Yeah, like
because you decompressing from work anyway.
Yes, we leaving from work, so I feel like I should be able to come to you and say, well, hey brother, hey sister, hey cousin, whoever you is that I'm talking about. And I should be able to talk to you about that. Well, they said you're going to get fired because you doing this, you doing that. Because you never know if her break is at 11:30 and his break, he's supposed to be off break at 11:30. So you don't know if he's sitting an extra 10 minutes with her going back late because that's the only time they see each other. It's on break.
Correct. And you might want to stretch those moments out.
So you shouldn't do that.
And you probably feel like, you know, it don't matter. You know, it's just a couple of minutes. I'm caught up on work.
But it's not to
the supervisor looking.
It's not.
Or to the other coworkers. It's not fair because they back on time.
Yeah, it's not a good look. So
no, there you go. It's definitely not a good look.
It's not a good look on whatever you're doing wrong.
I agree.
And then too, a couple should not work together, but sometimes it lands that way to where we is at the same job because yes, we not on the same unit, we not in the same department, so that's fine. But
I don't know. I am very, very much against people in a relationship working together. Like, I mean, but again, you know, there are those special circumstances where people work together, they meet, they fall in love, and they live happily ever after.
Yeah.
But for the average person, I can't see me working with my mate. Like, I need a part-time.
Yeah. You need some alone time.
I need to miss you. I need to miss you.
You need some alone time.
Yeah.
So
I need stuff to happen to me to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't need us to always talk about the same stuff. Because when you work at the same place, you're going to talk about the same people. You're going to talk about the same
Because you're going to hear it. Just like she said, me and him don't work on the same side.
But she did hear it.
She heard that he's in trouble at work.
Correct.
So you go hear it anyway. So it's like y'all life is built around this job and going home.
I want to know, did y'all meet at work or did y'all just so happen to work at the same place? Like
it sounds like it go back to question 1. They met at work.
You feel like they met at work?
Yeah. Like, here it go. Like, they turns probably wasn't bad like question 2 was.
Right.
Theirs probably worked out for them.
Right.
Like, you know,
they didn't went over. Yeah.
So
it could have went either way. It could have went. It do sound like option 2 though. It sound like y'all made it work, because I feel like if y'all did know each other and then all of a sudden one of y'all start working there, it will be a much easier conversation.
Because why you feel like you can't say nothing to him? Why you feel like you can't say nothing to him? That means y'all met on the job.
I feel like the job should be the easiest thing y'all talk about. That's what y'all have the most in common.
Anyway, but evidently somebody's scared to even have that conversation with a person that you shouldn't be. Especially if you're claiming it as your mate. No.
And your supervisor. I feel like that should come with a certain degree of tact. Like when you're a supervisor on a job and you speak to other employees about their performance, you don't shut her down or feel some kind of way.
You say how you feel or what you got to say.
It's business. This is a business conversation. In my opinion, this will be a business conversation. And it should be business demeanor. Hey, this is what it is. This is what's on the line. This is probably some things you could do to improve yourself. And then like you said at the beginning, it's up to them how they take it.
Yeah.
Because I told you.
I told you what's going on.
And we need jobs at my residence.
They about to fire you. They about to fire you. Baby daddy number 2, they about to fire you. So I feel like I would tell because I'm knowing what's going on. That's just like, yes, like you said before, me and you have worked putting your jobs with each other.
Correct.
So you have set me down, BM number 2, you know, and saying that.
And that's how the conversation
and
went.
there it goes.
BM number 2, hey.
There it goes. So
know?
That's fine with me.
And I've never felt guilt, and I don't feel like you ever.
Why?
And you ever felt some kind of way because, hey,
this is business.
Clearly.
We have that outside life is different.
Right.
Right here is business. This what pays our bills. This what pays yours. So I gotta listen to what you're saying right now. I don't have to listen to what you're saying when we step out and we clock out. No.
We can talk shit then.
Bye.
Yeah.
Move on. Carry on. But I'm gonna listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this because this is your business.
Correct.
You my supervisor. You're not my friend no more.
Right. Not in those
So
terms.
it's a difference. You're not my baby daddy no more. It's my supervisor. That's a difference. Ain't no, I gotta be easy on her because I'm her baby daddy number 2. No. You are my supervisor. So I feel like she should be able to come to him and say, look, man, they about to fire you. So whatever you're doing wrong, you need to get it together.
Fix it.
Or you need to find you another job. But I'm not going to his supervisor and talk to him.
No, that is the worst thing you can do is go to the supervisor.
It ain't got nothing to do with you.
And I feel like even if it was me, like if it was me and you in this situation, and I feel like as my partner, if you went to my supervisor before you came directly to me,
you was wrong.
As a motherfucker.
And you bold? Who asked you?
Who asked you?
Who asked you? You bold? You ain't got nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with
How
that.
can you go to my supervisor before you come and talk to me?
That
you
part.
bold. You stepped over your boundaries, so now I'm mad.
Not only did you step over the boundary, you just kicked the motherfucking rope and just trussed it on in there. Like, shit, hey. Like for real, like.
Yes,
no.
you bold. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business. Mind your business. That's what I'm saying. Mind your business. Mind your business. Because that ain't got nothing to do with you. So now you starting. So now you have only one problem. You got 2 because I'm mad. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Because why would you go to I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
This is our argument.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you go to my supervisor and say anything about me and you said only Tanya and them knew that we was dating?
How could you feel
comfortable? Like, what is wrong with you?
How could you feel like that's
don't
okay?
Get it. I don't get it.
Listen.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's not your place.
Don't go to the supervisor. But yes, do have a conversation. And when you have the conversation, have helpful suggestions. Don't just say, hey, they about to fire you, get your shit together. That's not helpful.
No.
That's not helpful. When you do go to him and say, hey, this is what's going on, you need to say, and they said, that this was what's going wrong. Maybe try to correct that. And I feel like if it was me on the receiving end, I couldn't feel no way. Why
could you feel some way?
I could only feel loved because you took the time to come to me and tell me.
I would say, babe, your break is over at 11:30. I'm just coming on break at 11:30. Don't wait them extra 10 minutes waiting on me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We gonna see each other at home. We in a relationship together. We dating.
We could reach out to the office and text.
We don't gotta do all that. We don't have to even text and nothing at work. We's at work. Like, so miss me, well, I'm gonna miss you. Ain't no texting, no calling, no all that.
Yes, miss me.
We in the same building anyway.
We are.
So at least I do know what he or she is at.
Correct.
So it's not like that you outside somewhere, so I know where you at.
Right.
So why do we need to text? Why do we have to have lunch together? Why do either one of us have to be late back from break because we're trying to hang out? No. We'll see each other when we get in that car and keep it going.
I agree.
No, all that extra, that's too much on a job. That's where it be tension. That's the tension right there.
Because what about, all relationships have little, lows and highs. So what about when it's a down peak? You know what I'm saying? What if y'all in a down peak and this comes up? Like, do you just not say nothing because
I'm still telling you. I don't care. I'm telling my mate regardless. Regardless of if we got in the car and somebody ain't said something to somebody, I am telling you what's going on because you're about to get fired. That's our income.
I agree. That's above our argument. Yeah. We're going to get past our argument. But this household, my nigga.
Yeah, I need you to have that job. Yeah. Because I'm a supervisor. Here you go. I'm a supervisor. Yeah. You just an employee. So that means I make more than you.
Correct.
But at the same time, I'm not judging it because you my mate.
Right.
So whatever it is, it goes along. But at the same time,
I do need you to
have that job. I need you to have that income. I need you to stay on that. No, I don't need you to get fired from being the trash man. I need you to go to all them units and get that trash and bring it back down. I might be the nurse assistant and all that. But I need you to do. I need you to do that. I need you to get that because nowadays sometimes it is hard to find a job.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Sometimes they don't accept our resume. They don't like us. It's just that. It's life.
It is.
But no, I need you to keep this one. You in here already. Yeah. Keep it.
Keep it as long as you can.
I'm coming to you and I'm telling you, babe. They talking about firing you. You need to get on it. It's something you're doing wrong because Tiny them just told me you about to get fired.
And I'm talking about tomorrow. I need your uniform clean.
Walk in.
Yeah, I need you. Yeah.
Walk in now. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I need you to.
You got to.
I need that from you. As a matter of fact, not only do I need that, I expect that from you.
Because we should expect that from each other because we grown.
I was just finna say that.
We grown.
You took it right out of my mouth. We should expect that from each other. I expect when I go off to work every day, I expect that I'm putting my all into it and make sure I have stable income just as well as when I expect my partner when he goes to work. Yes. I need you to work.
Yes. Ain't no other way around it. Which other way can we go?
It's not no other way.
We ain't trying to send the unemployment line.
No.
We too grown. So that means y'all grown.
And yeah, y'all grown.
Y'all grown. Y'all real grown.
From even the way the wording of this letter comes off, y'all grown. Y'all grown. And grown-ups have difficult conversations with their partners. Otherwise, they don't become more grown. So yes,
that is true.
Don't ever go to the supervisor.
No.
Yes, do talk to your partner. Stay in your lane. Do talk to your partner. Do have helpful suggestions. Do not talk down to him.
Why would you down talk it? Because you don't even know what's going on. You just know that they saying somebody about to get fired.
Yeah.
You can't down talk it. You're supposed to support your mate.
I agree.
And whatever, if it is wrong or right, you're still supposed to support it. So it's not come to you, oh, you about to get fired from you. No.
Don't do that.
You have to come to your partner in the right way. Babe. So I heard this from Tanya because these the only two people that know that y'all dating each other. So you had to hear from Tanya or somebody. That
rip the Band-Aid off. Rip the Band-Aid off. Direct.
No. I ain't holding on to no Band-Aid because this is my mate. This is my household. Because we are together. We is one.
Correct.
Not two. We one. So I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
And me talking to you about this, babe. I heard they said you about to get fired. What are you over there doing? What you doing?
Yeah,
I need to know.
I need to know.
Like, what you doing? Like, babe.
I need to know. Because I need to, and not only do I need to know because I want to not, well, let me phrase it this way.
I don't want to be in your business.
I don't want to be in your business. But I do need to know why they are saying this about you. I need to know that. Like, is it like, are you the only, person like you over there and they picking on you? Or like, I need to know, what are you doing?
That part. That's easy. So I'm going to go ask you, what's going on, baby?
Because nobody would know but you.
So I need to hear from you. I need you to tell me what you over there doing.
Yeah.
So you leaving your work behind, you not doing nothing?
Yeah,
like what's going on?
Yeah, am I taking too much of your time? Is it me? Because if it's me, I can fall back a little bit because I need you.
It can't be me because we only see each other 30 minutes of the day. So it can't be me. It gotta be what you got going on. We only see each other at lunchtime. Ain't that what she said? That's exactly what they said. So if we only see each other 15 minutes or 30 minutes out the day, what are you over there doing?
That you can't get your work done,
exactly. So what they tell my find you?
Like that's serious.
That's very serious. And we work in this same building together. That's serious.
Because what are you doing?
Get it together, baby. Get it together.
Yes.
And you have to talk to your mate. Sometimes it might not be easy. Sometimes it be hard, but you can't always just put everything out there. But you have to come to your mate and talk to them.
I agree.
You have to be reasonable. Like you can't come off harsh because a person gonna feel like you saying I'm about to lose my job, but here you go dogging me too.
Right.
No. Come to your mate in the right way. Because for one, y'all already working at the same job, which is code number one. You don't work at a job with your mate. No. That's bad. No. That's bad for blood. Because you, like you said, don't nobody know that y'all dating, but you can be walking past this person and her go such winking at him and looking at him, or winking at her, looking at her, and you feel some type of way. You don't do that. The workplace, no.
Keep it separate.
Keep that. No, I don't need to see you that much.
I don't.
I need to miss you. I need to love you.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you.
I need to hear about your day. Yes. I don't want to discuss our day. I want to hear about your day.
Because when you come home, you gonna say, "So, babe, you ain't heard it such fell in the cafeteria and whoop." Don't we work together?
Clearly, I heard.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Right. But I want you to come home and you say, "So, babe, Cliff fell today at the lunch."
And I want to say, "Who is Cliff?"
And I'm gonna laugh at that.
Right.
And I feel like I know your coworkers because you coming home to me talking about them coworkers every day. I don't want to hear your coworkers and we in the same building. No, that's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Because again, all we talking about is work, and I just.
Where's our relationship at?
I think we're going to leave that there. Don't go to the supervisor. Have a conversation with your mate. That's going to be that.
Because where's our relationship at? It ain't now.
I don't want it because I don't see none either. But again, there's another conversation for another day. But yeah, that concludes our questions. I think we did really good. We worked through them, but you know what? I did not think we was gonna make it through all of them, but we did. We did, and on time.
Well, I say, did it?
You did all that.
Baby daddy number 2, did it?
Did it? Because this is work.
Please advise, baby. Please advise, baby. All day.
All day, every day. So,
and
go ahead.
I don't know.
Go.
But you know,
listen.
It's good because some people do need it. Like what we just talked about today. You do need it. Like, and because I just started a new job, so I feel like this is why it was the topic of jobs, because I did that. But
I'm not gonna say that didn't go into it.
I'm
not gonna say that didn't go into it.
What?
That you started a new job, and I knew you would have certain insights into it.
About the job situation, just period?
Not about the dating on jobs, because I know you don't do that, but about starting a new job for one, and just handling different situations in different jobs.
Yes.
In different jobs.
And it is hard. You know, when anybody goes to a new job, it's hard. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard because you get the tension. Oh, that's a new. Oh, y'all see the new guy?
Right.
Oh, y'all see the new girl? That is hard. That's
hard. Sometimes jobs are really cliquey sometimes. Like everybody in their own clique. And when you come in, you don't know.
That's every job.
You know, that is every job. That is every job. And you don't really know where you fit in. And you don't want to, disassociate yourself with certain people because, again, you knew there and you don't know who knows who or who has sway over who and all that type of stuff. So it can be hard to kind of navigate where you fit in. So, but again, like you said, introduce yourself, put yourself out there, let them know you have confidence, you are an individual, not just the new person. And, take it from there.
I'm not one of them. I'm not the new girl.
I don't like that.
I'm Tanika.
Hi, Tanika.
There you go.
Exactly.
And you ain't got to address me no more, but I let you know my name.
Clearly, you know who I am.
You know who I am because I introduced myself.
Because I introduced myself.
Tanika.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm not the new girl.
So when people say, did you hear about the new guy? And you'll be like, who, Tanika?
Yeah.
Because I know you.
I know the name.
I know the name.
I don't like it. Like that is very so much disrespectful to me for people to be at a job and Tim just got hired. Oh, y'all see the new guy? The new guy, he's the floor guy. The new guy, he's the new guy.
Yeah, you.
He have a name.
You only want to be the new guy on your. I'm not even gonna say your first day. Like you only want to be the new guy when they see you walk through finna interview.
That's it.
That's it. Once you start on your first day, you need to be who you are.
Your name is on the schedule. So just how you just read your schedule, you seen it say number 13 is Tim.
Yeah.
So,
and even for those of us who have jobs who don't have schedules, they send out an email and they say we have a new hire and this person's name is so and so and so and so. So I'm not the new hire.
No.
My name is Tim.
That's it. That's all. That's all. I'm not that. I'm not that. Yes.
And that's that. It's that. But that is going to wrap up this portion of the show. But so at the end of the show, now it's time for final shout out, show closings, all that type of stuff. I don't have any major news to put out for Please Advise. Of course, you guys know from now on, I will probably more than likely have a guest for every single episode. I feel like it works as a better dynamic. I get to get, different points of view. It's not just me, kind of preaching to you guys about what I would do. It's, real life, real situations. And that was absolutely the vibe that I wanted to have for the show anyway. Real life situations, real life people talking about them. So that is what I plan to deliver to you guys week after week after week. So at this time, I want to ask, do you have any final shout outs, anything you want to say? The floor is yours.
I have a shout out. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate that. But I knew I was going to be here anyway because he loved me.
She did. She absolutely did.
I thank you for that. Any questions? My question would be is, where you going? What you trying to do? This is what you...
This is... Okay, so... I guess...
Because I'm loving it. Like, it's good vibes. It's nothing wrong with what you're doing as a young black man. Nothing wrong with it.
I'm trying.
What you doing?
And you know what? I'm so glad you asked that question because people sometimes they ask me that question, but I've never been asked that question where I can actually respond to everybody with it. So this is what I'll say. You have known me for a long time, and you've seen me, kind of get different jobs and progress. Like I met you doing from last episode, what I would call the reformative years, from when I got out to up to now. So you've seen a steady progression, I would hope,
Yeah.
So I think at this point, I'm ready.
I just can't share everything because I'm blocked on Facebook.
I feel at this point, I'm ready to, I guess, take the next step. Like, I feel like I've spent the last 8 or so years kind of building up, I ain't even gonna say a platform, but I would say I spent those last 8 years or so building up to where I want the rest of my future to be. I made sure I, always held a steady job. I made sure those jobs were kind of progressive, and I learned different skills from each and every job. But I feel like now at this point in my life, it's time, and I feel like I'm able to make my dream come true. And like I said, I don't know if we've ever had this conversation.
So is this your dream?
My dream has always been to be in the entertainment business. I mean, of course, I can't be a famous singer because,
It don't matter. You can't.
But my second, and I don't even want to say second, I've always wanted to be a talk show host. I've always wanted to sit. That's why I became a recruiter, so I can sit and talk to people, ask different questions. I've always wanted to be a talk show host. Even from when I was younger, watching Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Montel Jordan. Not Montel Jordan. Montel Jones.
I don't know.
We had a Montel.
Yeah, the Montel show, yeah.
Yes. So, Arsenio Hall, like all those types of shows, I've always wanted to be a talk show. I've always wanted to sit across from somebody and, interviewing with them about their life or, talk about stuff that's going on in the world. So, I feel like the technology is here. I, have the capability to do it. Why not do it? I see so many people every single day.
And you can do it.
I see
You got it.
I'm doing it. I'm trying.
You got it.
I'm trying.
Ain't no trying. You got it.
I do.
Just say that with yourself.
Well, I do.
It's no trying in it no more. You tried the first time when you did your first show. That was a try.
That was the try.
That was a try. You got it now. So you got to keep going.
I am.
Keep going.
Listen.
That's all.
From here, moving forward, this is what my all is into. I promise you. I promise you. I mean, of course I go to work because got to pay the bills. But the rest of my money is in Please Advise. And this is what I want. And I want every single person out there to join me on this journey. I am so happy that you made the time for me. I promise I'm so happy. Like, I think sometimes y'all don't realize how much I appreciate y'all coming on this show.
How come we don't?
I don't know if you do or if you don't, but I didn't say that right. I know you know that I appreciate you, but I don't think you know how much. Like, for real,
it's a journey of your life. So to support your friends, whatever, I'm gonna say this, whatever my friends do or got going on, and if they ask me for their support, I'm gonna support it. So you just ask me, can you wear this thing around your head? No, I might don't want to wear it, but I'm gonna do it to just support my friend. So whatever you ask me, if I feel like my friend is trying to get up with their life, that's something my friend trying to do. So I'm gonna support that. And when I first met you, you was with Mr.
Correct.
But you became as one with me too. So you became on as my friend.
Yes.
And my baby daddy number 2.
Number 2.
I can support you in whatever you have going on, and I'm go support you in whatever you got going on. So yes, I was a little nervous today. Didn't want to come, feeling like all frightened is just hitting and pouring down on me. But it's the support of your friend. You have to.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna come and support whatever you got going on. Whether people don't like something that you got going on, you have to support it regardless, because that's a friend. I'm a real friend, and I'm coming to support. So I'm ready.
Listen, and I again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We ain't gonna go too far into that, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that is our show for this week. Thank you guys so very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Please continue to send your questions, all of your feedback.
Yes, we need more.
We need more. We need more. We need more. And until next week, stay tuned.
Deuces.